Hey everybody, come join me on the porch swing. I thought it would be fun, given the topic, to sit out on the porch in the swing. So I hope you can hear me all right. There's a bit of traffic noise. We're near a major road here. But anyway, I hope this creates the atmosphere for today's video. So, I told you before that I moved in with my grandma, and here I'm going to tell you why now. So, as you probably know, or maybe you don't know, about over a year and a half ago, my family and I moved from Maryland across the country, and we moved in with my parents at my hometown, and that was great. It was wonderful. It allowed us to do things that we couldn't otherwise. My wife got a job in Portland, which is the city that I'm from, but my parents lived out in the country, and it was quite a ways. It was a long commute. And I guess I'm going to talk a little louder because now we have a nice breeze. I don't know, can you see the leaves blowing in the breeze? So this video might be a little bit longer because I'm basically going to paint a picture and tell a story for you. Living with my parents allowed me to pursue my entrepreneurial endeavors. It allowed me to focus on business. It allowed me to spend more time with family, and it was great. But it came at a little bit, not a little bit, and here she comes. It came at a price. Here comes my lovely wife, who I'm about to talk about. Here she comes up the steps. Say hi.
Hi.
This is why we're here. She's just walking up the steps now from work. So we lived with my parents out in the country, and the price was an extreme, well, I guess not extreme by some people, but it was a long commute for my wife. With traffic, it was over an hour each way most of the time, and it left her not a lot of time or sanity. So while I was having a great time, living the dream, basically, she was slaving away to provide for the family, to pay all the bills. And we have a lot of bills. I have student loan debt, and it's not a pretty scene. So she was the one that had to take all of that on. Now, of course, the goal was that, I would be able to start providing, but life happens. It's taking longer than I expected to build up that income stream, and so she's getting more and more frustrated at our financial situation, and not having time to enjoy the life that we have created. So we decided, what the heck, this is how I'm telling everybody. This is my favorite new joke, which is, we were living with my parents for a year and a half, had a good time, but we felt like it was time to step up in the world. And so we moved in with my grandma. Sorry if you've heard that one already. Anyway, it doesn't get much higher than my grandma. Anyway, my grandma happens to live about 5 minutes away from Lauren's office, which is amazing. And so we moved in a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was fairly stressful. We had a lot of work clearing out a bunch of stuff. My grandma's been at this house for 58 years and has accumulated a lot of stuff with her 5 kids untold number of grandchildren and now great-grandchildren. I don't even know how many there are. We counted one day and I forgot. Anyway, so she lives pretty close in the city in Portland, and my wife can now walk to work. It takes her like 25 minutes to walk, or she can ride a bus in like 15 to 25 minutes, depending on if it's late. So it's a massive time savings for her, and it's been great, you know, to spend some time with Grandma. She's getting old. I don't think she'll mind me saying she's 80. She's either turning 89 or she turned 89. Forget which, but you know. So we're here hanging out with her. It's really cool. I love my grandma. My grandma is the sweetest old lady. I don't care what you say about your grandma. My grandma's better. The only person who might have had as good a grandma is my wife, and her grandma's great too. So this is getting long. I see the counter is at 6.5 minutes. I'm almost done here. But I hope you're enjoying the nice breeze sitting with me on the porch swing here. So it's great to be with Grandma. You know, I left home at about 18 to go to college, and I never really did come back for all that long. I was here for a few summers, was here for holidays, but for the most part, I sort of made my own life. I went, spent time in Korea, spent time in, college far away from here, spent 8 years in the Maryland and DC area, so didn't see a whole lot of Grandma. And I'm really glad that I can now be here and spend a lot more time with her. The other great thing about living here is it's, like I said, it's close to the city. I am not a country boy. I was grateful and I was glad to live with my parents for that over a year and a half. But, they live out in the country, and it's 15 minutes to a grocery store. Driving, 15 minutes. And, that's not me. I like the city, and Portland, as you may or may not know, is a pretty fantastic city with lots of great amenities, good food, good coffee. I can walk from this house to the best coffee I've ever had. Not a joke. Not just one place, but there is one place in particular. I can walk to 6 grocery stores from here, including Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, local versions that are similar to Whole Foods. Anyway, I love the city, so that's basically the story of why we're here. So you might hear more about Grandma in the coming videos. So anyway, yeah, this is filling you in on what's been going on. Big changes, and oh yeah, Lily had to go to a new school. Been a lot of shuffling, and still there's a lot of unpacking to do. Oh, I didn't even mention we had to almost completely renovate the upstairs bathroom to make it usable again. There's been a lot of stress and a lot of work going into this. Thank you to Mom and Dad and Aunt Barbie, Uncle Bob, Aunt Rita, Uncle Mike, everybody who's pitched in. It's been a family affair. But yeah, now we're here. So anyway, this is long. I don't know if you stuck in with me, but I'll be back next time to tell you about, I don't know what. I haven't figured out yet. Anyway, talk to you guys later.